Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. I'm here deep within the belly of the street racing scene here in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas area, because guess what? I hope you are fast and furious because we got something that's making a return for model year 2025. Let me introduce you to the 2025 Toyota GR86. It's back, Hakone Edition. But before we get into this rear-wheel drive manual transmission sports car, let's talk about what's going on here. So the Hakone Edition first appeared on the previous generation, really brought a nice aesthetic appeal, but it was there to celebrate. What are we talking about? We're talking about the Hakone Turnpike in Japan. That really was the birth of not only street racing, but also the art of drifting. Now, with the GR86 having that lineage of being a light rear-wheel drive sports car going back to the AE86s, the Corolla AE86s of the 1980s, Toyota felt like they needed to celebrate again. So here it is, one of just 860 that they're making for the model year 2025 setup with this GR86. But what I want to find out is, if you're going to get one, does this check off all the boxes for the pure engagement of a sports car? Let's go ahead, let's dive into our Hakone Edition and find out. Right off the bat, special color. It's literally named after that turnpike in Japan, Hakone Turnpike Green. Love the hue of color. Let me know how you like it, because it's not a metallic green like it was on the previous gen. It's a very unique color. At the front of the business, you're still gonna get all that same great LED lighting, LED daytime running lamps, turn signals, and your headlights. Love the way they shaped that daytime running lamp. They kind of reshaped it a little bit for 2025. We do have our flat black, massive corner air curtains, and then everything is finished in that green. Absolutely spectacular. Now, as we come across the front nose, there's just something about the grille on a GR86 that just makes my heart pitter-patter. Love the flat black, all that functionality, and of course we have the GR badge, Gazoo Racing. That is all of the professional motorsports that takes place around the world, from World Rally Championship to the World Endurance Championship. You have your front splitter still nicely built into the front fascia. And even though there is a Japanese rivalry between this car and its sister vehicle, which of course is the Subaru BRZ, I'm just really liking this generation of the GR86 a little bit more. Now, as we rise up, you notice that clean body lines. Look at that green. It actually has just a little bit of light metal flake. Nothing too crazy, but it gives it that unique appeal. One of 860, that's it. We come around the bend. This Hakone Edition is automatically gonna get the performance package. What the heck is it? You're gonna get those Ronald McDonald red, just like Ronald McDonald's hair, red Brembo calipers, 4-piston calipers, with these beautiful bronze colored wheels, multi-spoke wheel. You have the Sachs suspension, which is actually the upgraded suspension with the performance package, and you're still gonna get those great rotors. You don't need ginormous 16-inch rotors on this vehicle because of how light it is. Now, the best part is that we have those Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tires, and if you're wondering what is the size, 215 on the width and a 40 series sidewall. But let me know what you think about the color combo. Now, I know I've said it before that when I see green and red, I think Christmas. In a way, I'm kind of glad I'm thinking that, because I want to see this under my Christmas tree. So Lori, wink, wink. I'm digging this one. I think because the green is very unique. It's not like just a regular deep forest green. Now, as we go down the rest of the vehicle, I'm gonna have Lori swing around and show you that side fender vent, functional, and it just looks so damn good. Of course, you're gonna have gloss black on the mirror caps. Don't even ask me about a sunroof. There's no GR86 that has a sunroof. That defeats the whole purpose, because we want to keep that center of gravity nice and low. I love the petite proportions of this vehicle. That wonderful side skirt extension. Not only is it there for aerodynamic flow, but then the way it tapers into the rear of the vehicle, just so sexy. This thing looks good, man. I don't care what you want to say about the performance. It looks damn good. Now it's got the goods on the back end. You can see the Brembo calipers on the back. Love the wheels. And then of course, you're gonna have a limited slip diff, a torsion limited slip diff, wrapping it around the back of the Hakone Edition. Look at those flared fenders. Just want to rub my hands all over them. And then you're going to get your ducktail spoiler. Nice kick up. This is something you don't get on the BRZ. BRZ gives you a little one, like a little baby one. You get a nice manly size one on the back of the GR86. Look at the badge. It's all within the badge, baby. Hakone Edition. There is the turnpike up there, the freeway. And I love the way they have the image of the car there, the silhouette. And then working our way down from the GR badge and everything else is we have that dual outlet exhaust, nice stainless steel tips, wide opening to let that engine sing as you're rolling through the 6-speed. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and check out the engine of the Hakone Edition. All right, guys, as you can see and as you can hear, the sirens are going off. Dom Toretto just did a pass on the bridge above us, racing for big money. Now the cops are after him. What do we got underneath the hood though? We do have a prop rod. I'm not gonna zonk it because it's about cutting weight. And then you'll notice the bracing that they put from the shock top mount to the firewall to stiffen up the front end of the vehicle. What I love about this engine is everything is easy to see. Not a bunch of plastic all over the place. So you have your alternator, you have your throttle body, you have your AC compressor, and your oil filter's actually on top, believe it or not. But like you see here on this little cover, Toyota and Subaru work together. This is a Subaru engine, that flat 4 boxer engine, 4 individual intake runners because it's naturally aspirated power. And by having a flat engine, it lowers the center of gravity. So what do we got? 2.4 liter, naturally aspirated, 4-cylinder, 228 horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 with the manual. If you know what the hell you're doing, in about 5.9 seconds, the car only weighs 2,811 pounds. Most cars today are fat. They're heavy. You look at a C8 Corvette Z06, we're almost talking about 4,000 pounds. This one is a little over 2,800. Now you can get an automatic or a manual, but if you're going to Hakone, you better get a manual or I'm coming after you. But why don't we go ahead, let's fire this up and see it move. All right, guys, we are inside this New Ridge Green. That's the name of the color, New Ridge Green 2025 Toyota GR86 Hakone Edition. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, I want one of these. I want a driver's car. I want to feel engaged. I can't wait for you to go on throttle. How much is it? No official pricing yet, but they're expecting MSRP to be right around $37,000. And remember, compared to the previous gen Hakone Edition, you didn't get the upgraded brakes and suspension. That wasn't a thing on that model. Now you get the Brembos and the Sachs suspension. But let's see how the Toyota GR86 brings that pure form of a driving experience to the door panels. Love the simplicity. You have the Alcantara up top, nice and soft. Everything else is flat black, as it should be. You get tan contrast stitching on the soft armrest. And the good news is about the door pocket is that it's perfect for a Yeti can. The bad news is you can't put any food in it. But a Yeti can will fit no problem, no gloss black. Now going from the door panel to the dash, soft touch material. I like the way they sculpt the AC vents on the corners. And then as you slide on in, you have another set of AC vents simply placed in the flat portion of the dash. 8-inch infotainment system. Listen, this is all you need. It's easy to use, easy to figure out. You got all the different apps, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, easy to work. And then of course you have your different settings that you could go into, setting everything. Put it into reverse, backup camera, resolution's fairly clear, and you do have trajectory. The good news is it takes up all 8 inches. And then watch, you wanna go back home? It's real simple, you just hit the little house. Here's where we're at. Real volume knob, tuning knob. Down below, I love the way they do the red LED displays, digital displays, dual climate control. You got your GR badge on the start-stop button, toggle switches for the AC controls, and here it is. This is where the magic happens. Special Hakone Edition shift knob. Nice, crisp, short throws, one of the best transmissions in the business. The tan stitching. And then of course you're gonna have your track mode and shut traction control off. 2 stages of heated seats. They did the stitching on the mechanical e-brake. Still have the nice soft lid to your center console armrest. And then watch this, bombs away. 2 cup holders, 2 USB-A's and an aux jack. And look at this, you got a leather condom for your key fob with the GR86 badge. This is for the Hakone Edition. So you get the leather key fob, that leather condom to protect your Toyota key fob in there. I like the way it looks really classy. Seats, look at this, the Alcantara, the leather, the two-tone. It looks like a Recaro, it really does. Nice bolstering, manual assist for the passenger and the driver, because remember, we're trying to cut weight, but watch this. You do have a back seat. They did do the tan stitching, they didn't go cheap. Maybe Teddy Ruxpin or maybe Gumby or somebody will sit back here, but no regular size human being is gonna wanna sit back there. But it's nice because if you know you have a gym bag. I always wondered, there's these guys and girls at the gym that always have these bags they carry with them. I always say, what are they using while they're working out on the machines? What are they bringing with them? You could throw your gym bag back there. What I think it is, it's just a big bag of roids. But the nice thing about this car is you don't need to be injecting any roids. It injects the driving enjoyment all through what's over here on the business end. So come on over, I wanna show you. All right guys, business time. Now before you just come on in, look at the nice badge that we have. 1 of 860. My only zonk is this badge is beautiful. Why are they putting it here? Put it on the center console of the dash so you can actually see it. Simple sill plate, I'm okay with that. That's all I need, but that's really what I need right there. Triple aluminum pedals, clutch, brake, and throttle. You could do your heel toe downshifting all yourself, and an aluminum dead pedal. Even for 5 extra horsepower, you have the tan trimmed floor mats with the GR86 embroidery. Manual controls, but look at the bolstering. It's great for everyday driving, but it's gonna hold you in place as you're going through the twisty bits. Lots of headroom. I'm 6 feet tall. I feel like Cinderella, like this is the glass slipper, and it just fits me perfectly. So I'm gonna take this one home. Steering wheel, the leather, more of the cohesive tan stitching. GR badge, it is a manual tilting and telescoping steering wheel. And then of course we have that nice, easy to read digital gauge cluster. You got your tach in the center, your other gauge readouts, but watch this, when I go into track mode, it changes. The tach is in the center, look at that. Nicely set up. And of course, when you go into your track mode, that is gonna adjust the steering sensitivity, throttle sensitivity, and for 2025, they did remap the ECU a little bit. But why don't we go ahead, I'm not showing you the damn trunk. You could put stuff in it. Whoopity freaking doodah. What this vehicle is about. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go see if we can go on throttle here in Dallas. All right, guys, we're inside this 2025 Toyota GR86 Hakone Edition. Love the seats, love the minimalistic interior, and just a very, very pure form of on-throttle experience. I have it in track mode, so we want to definitely make sure that we have that, and we have that 6-speed manual. If you're ready, I'm ready. On throttle, here we go, yeah! Smoke them if you got them, and we got them. on the brakes, heel toe. So slick, so smooth. Look at this. Holds the line so nicely. Nice. I tell you, it may not have a ton of horsepower, 228 to be exact, but man, is it a blast to drive. You ready? On throttle! Rev it all the way out to 7,500 RPM. Love that when you're in track mode, you have the tack right across that midsection. And what that is perfect for doing, it just gives you, at a quick glance, you can see where you're at in the rev range. And a large gear indicator, which is extra nice. Make a U-turn, easy peasy. You ready? On throttle! Little chirping tire's a happy tire. Just love the feedback. The Sachs suspension is tuned so well, even over these concrete slabs on this bridge. It's tuned very well to give you very quick steering reaction, but also allow you to keep your internal organs from shaking out of your body. Getting to the 8-inch infotainment system is well within reach. Visibility is actually very good in this car. It's actually better than the Supra, believe it or not. And when you have the windows down, you don't run into the situation of getting a ton of buffeting, which is great as well. Very maneuverable. The one thing is that if you're new to driving manual, it does not have automatic rev match downshifting. You're gonna have to do your own heel toe downshifting when you're going down the gears. But here we go. On throttle! With the ECU tuning, it pulls nicely through the whole rev range. No more nasty torque dip, and they even cleaned it up a little further. The one thing that I would like is if there was no sound pumped in through the speaker system. That's the one thing that just I'm not in love with. But you know what you do? Put an aftermarket exhaust on here and let that boxer sing like never before. And I've heard some pretty good exhausts for the GR86. But seats are comfy. Like I said, I'm 6 feet tall. Plenty of room in here. You could daily drive it without a problem, but you could have fun. That's the key. Now, the clutch pickup is not heavy, so you don't have to worry about that. It's got a good pickup point, and it really allows you to feel good of the art of driving. That's what's awesome about this car. Very engaging. Transmission is a hot knife through butter. And it's all about momentum. That's what I love about this car, is that it's actually gonna teach you to be a better driver and carry momentum through the twisty bits. Any schmuck can mash the throttle and go fast in a straight line when you have tons and tons of horsepower. But it's those that know the art of the twisty bits, and that's where you're gonna be able to showcase just how this vehicle operates. And you gotta have the skills for that. So hopefully you've been doing your homework and you have the skills for being able to operate this vehicle, because if you do, then it is a joy to drive, bar none. I'm actually gonna make a U-turn here. You ready? Here we go. Nice. Love the inputs on the steering wheel. Look at this. Look at this. Nice. Super smooth. Really allows you to just be at one with the car. That's what this car is all about. It just puts a smile on your face. It's a lot of fun to drive. The information on the tach is so important. All the important readouts that you want. The suspension is superb. The brakes work fantastic. And it's really that hidden gem of a vehicle. A lot of people are just looking past this vehicle because it doesn't have a ton of horsepower. But it's just so fun to drive. That's the thing, it's just so fun to drive. Having that Hakone shift knob, great size. It's a weighted shift knob, which is nice. You got your mechanical e-brake, and we do have all the great stitching as well in here, cohesive throughout the whole vehicle. It's like, what else would you want in here? Plus, for 2025, we have, of course, the addition of that eyesight technology from Subaru being used in this Toyota vehicle with the Toyota sensing safety technology that really allows you to not only have fun, have the engaging drive, but you also have good safety features. That's also important. Just really, really nice with how this vehicle does the deal. Heel toe downshifting is so wonderful in this vehicle, it really is. But I'm hoping that this has been a good overall review of what the GR86 is bringing to the table for 2025. We're gonna get back to where it all started and wrap this one up. So I will see you in a split second. All right, guys, it's not whether you win by an inch or a mile, because winning is winning. Definitely want to thank the whole Toyota team for getting us access to this one, like I said, one of 860 Hakone Edition GR86s. Does the GR86 bring the purest of driving engagement? Let me know how you feel about that in the comment section, and if you're willing to go this route even though it doesn't have 800 horsepower. Let me know down in that comment section. But if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raised Rides family. Of course, we need to thank her. She's here working her butt off in Texas. LG Raiti, Lori Raiti, working the camera like a champ. Thank you, Lori, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.